Alright, so why it's so difficult to switch from demo to live trading? It's the same thing, right? This is what the brokers say. Open a demo account, practice some time, find your strategy, open a real life account and you will be making profits. Well, fortunately that's not the case, and most of the people switching from demo to live account lose their money, and in this video I will tell you why, and I will share with you what you need to do to make it the right way. Are you ready? Let's do it! Welcome to the trading channel, it's Petko Alexander. Hope you're doing well, and in this video I will share with you what is the difference between demo and live trading, and as well I will show you how you should test properly your platform, your broker, so you won't make the mistake to go for a broker that offers one demo trading and totally different live trading and leaves the clients and the traders frustrated. So first things first, I always suggest my students, subscribers and everyone watching my videos to start on a demo account. This is where you cannot lose money, okay? You don't put any money into your account, into your crypto wallet, into your broker's accounts, so there is nothing really to use. All you have to do is practice trading until you get confident, until you are satisfied with the results from the strategy or the robots that you are using, and then you can switch to live trading. But switching to live trading, it's not easy, and this is why. Demo versus live trading could be really equal if your broker offers the very same prices on the chart. For example, in front of me I have the MetaTrader Platform with a broker, and here we have all of those candlesticks which form the historical data on the chart, and we can see actually where the price was at any moment. However, some brokers offer different data on the demo account and different data on the live account, and you can see that. So the first thing you need to do is, when you open the demo account, pick a bar that is very different from the others, so it's easy to recognize. So for example, right now I'm on hourly chart in euro pound and I have this huge bar. If I put the mouse on the closing of the bar, right, I can see the open, the high, the low and the close prices. These four values which are very accurate. Now do the same thing on your live account. Open the same chart on the same time frame, put the mouse over it and see if your live account matches with your demo account. See if the bars have the same value. Now, if you're going for manual trading, the second thing you can do is to open one trade at the very same moment on your demo and your live account. Open a very small position, a tiny fraction of your capital. For example, buy euro dollar at whatever price it is with 0.01 of a lot, and open the same position on your live account, and then put a stop loss and take profit for those positions and see if the broker will execute them exactly. Just leave the trade going. For example, 20 pips away, nothing really to be bothered about, but just see where exactly your trades were opened and if the broker did a precise stop loss of your position on the demo and on the live account. Now the third thing you can do is to test your broker if you're struggling with demo versus live trading with a robot, okay? Place a robot on a demo account and place a robot on a live account, again with a very small fraction of your capital, 0.01 of a trading lot, and leave it trading for a few days. So this way you will see if the trades are opening and closing precisely and exactly the same on your demo and your live account. And if you have no robots, don't worry, in the description below I will drop some free robots just for testing purposes, so you can test exactly your broker if it offers the same conditions on demo and live account. Just go ahead, download them and test with a very small fraction of your capital. And this is super important, guys. You have to test your broker for demo and live trading. you have to do that. Anyway, it's useless to test any strategies robots on a virtual account if your broker doesn't offer the same conditions. It's just like preparing yourself for a marathon and you're running on a stadium for a few months, but then the actual marathon is through the mountains. It's the very same thing. You have to make sure that the broker offers the same trading conditions on demo and live trading account. Anyway, it's absolutely useless to do anything on the demo account, okay? Again, the best thing for me is to go test with a robot and see if the broker will open the very same trades in the demo and the live account. So go grab your robots in the description below. Those are robots just for testing purposes of your broker, demo versus live trading, so you can see if your broker has the same conditions. Of course, you can always backtest those robots, and if you find them useful for your broker, you can go and use them. If you want to know more tricks about testing demo live account trading robots and all the problems we have from the brokers, don't hesitate to subscribe to the channel. This way you will support my work. I really thank you for staying with me until the end, and I wish you safe trading. Cheers!